When did you find out you were reinstated? Was there a day that Brady says, okay, you're back on?
Yeah, I think it was last May. There were some conversations leading up to it, like we're going to have some specifics to talk about in a week or so, and then he laid out the conditions of my return, and obviously it was a big moment for my family and me. So.
And you're stepping back into sort of a different situation with Matt Weil having started last year. What has that competition been like, and how are you approaching it?
I think there's always been good competition between the two of us. It doesn't necessarily change how I approach practice. I mean, I'm always trying to do as well as I can. I think it's fun to have two guys three guys really with Kenny, who are good at the position and can perform well. I think it's good for our team when you have that. But I mean, I think he did a really good job last year, and it'll be a good competition until our first game, I'm sure. So,
have you been able to sort of pick up where you left off in terms of what you're doing as a player?
I feel like I've grown a lot as a player. I think physically there's probably not much difference, but I think my mentality and how I treat each practice as an opportunity rather than just kind of for granted. I think that's helped me with competition. You know, I only have one season left. I promise I won't be here for 6. But I mean, I definitely think I'm more focused than I ever have been, which helps. So.
Obviously, don't know what your day-to-day was like before. Do you feel like you've changed how you approach your daily routine? You know, if you go out or how you study, has that all changed?
Yes, my priorities are entirely different than what they were, and I definitely made some mistakes before, and I feel like I would have kept making those mistakes had I not really faced it and had the coaches and my counselors helped me face that. So definitely, I mean, there's huge changes in what my life is like now.
And you had gotten the Big Ten Punter of the Year award, and then a couple days. It was shortly after that, I think.
A week, yeah.
What do you think of when you think about that week and how the high and then the extreme low?
I think of it as just a part of me growing up, and I mean, I think everybody goes through, especially a time like this when you're in college, you go through ups and downs, and for me it just happened to be, sort of more public, but I'm proud of what I accomplished on the field. I'm not proud of some of the things that I did off the field, but I think that both were necessary to bring me where I am today.
Obviously, to have 3 opportunities, like you said, they must see something in you to keep giving you opportunities. What do you think that is? Have they verbalized why they believe in you? Why they invested? They've invested a lot of.
Yeah, no, and that's something I think about a lot. I believe that they want to do what's best for the team, and I hope that they see me as a guy who can do more good for the team than bad, and they also, I believe, realize that, mistakes can be made when you're this age, and it is a period of growth, and I think that they really saw the effort and work I put into bettering myself, and were willing to give me that other chance. I don't believe that I would have, nor would I have deserved a final chance if I hadn't. If I sort of just went through the motions with these things. I think I really took it seriously, and I continue to take it seriously.
Well, I think Brady said at one point you went home last summer to work or something like that? Is that?
Yeah.
What was that experience? What did you do?
We were, while the team was at camp, it was about a 5-week deal that I worked at a steel factory, actually. A family friend was the president of the steel foundry, and so I pounded cast off of steel that had cooled for about 10 hours a day. It started at 5 a.m. And that was an incredible experience for me. It was really, really hard. It was great to meet people that I wouldn't have otherwise met, and it was, I'd say the biggest thing was that I came back so incredibly ready to take on this final opportunity and so incredibly ready to embrace what Michigan is, and I don't think I quite appreciated it before. And there are guys who are working there for 30 years who were going to be working there, another 10 until they retired, and I had this opportunity to go back to the best school in the country and be a leader and take advantage of a final opportunity. So I think that was probably the best learning experience I could have had at that time.